I'm not sure where to begin. Look, this is a new YouTube channel for me. It's not about cars. This is about cancer. You should subscribe, not for my story, but we're going to try and explore, with the help of doctors, consultants, professors, and my knowledge, we're going to try and square your cancer journey, your journey. This channel is not funded, not sponsored. I have no affiliation. I started this off my own bat. Just because I feel the need to tell a story, not just of my cancer journey, but the stuff I've learned along the way. So why don't you hit the subscribe button, maybe grab yourself a cup of tea, or something else you wish, and join in while I try and fill in the blanks of what it's really like to have cancer.
So today is day one of me being fit and healthy, and yet having to go to Dublin to find out if I have cancer in my mouth. There's an ulcer at the back of it that's not curing, not healing, and the dentist is being proactive and sending me up to a surgery group to see what they say. I don't know the outcome. I'm standing in the train station about to head to Dublin right now, but I want to know the date and time of me being fit and healthy, and the journey back to being really fit and healthy begins here. This may also be the biggest fight of my life.
So my cancer diagnosis was May 2023. I actually made me notice at my mouth in 22, but it was a mouth ulcer. It came and went, didn't really pay much attention to it. Early part of the year in 23, I got some, maybe a spatting in blood when I brushed my teeth, but that was pretty much it. A small mark appeared in the back of my gum when I had an appointment with a dental hygienist, weirdly called Martina Flavin, not a relation of mine, just a lady called Flavin. I went to see Martina. She said it looked like a bird or something on my gum. She didn't think it was clear as I could. She gave me a little tube of stuff, and I went on to it. It was still there in 3 or 4 weeks to come back to it, you know. It was still there. So I went back to see Karen Cosgrave, my actual dentist. Karen took one look and booked me in for Dublin Dental Hospital the next day. The next day, Karen pulled every string she could to make sure I was seen immediately.
In the hospital. Very busy.
I went up to Dublin Dental Hospital. I met a lovely consultant there called Sheila Galvin, and she told me on sight that she thought it might be cancerous. But it did a biopsy anyway. The upper part of my gum here at the back. They took a biopsy. They kept saying things about it's frying every time I took it. I'm not sure what that means, but that was a phrase that was used. But Dr. Calvin sat down and prepared me for the worst on that day. I left there knowing pretty sure I had cancer. But I had a week to wait to get the biopsy results, so it was going to be 7 days. That was Wednesday in May. I was getting results the following Wednesday. That week was horrific. Oh, I'm laughing, but when I think of it now, I just want to hide. People saying things to me like, if you don't phone you, or whip you in hospital, it's probably not a serious thing it is. That is the worst thing to say to someone. Because it was as serious as I thought it was, but they didn't whip me in. And they didn't phone me in that week either. I didn't get a phone call. You're in a routine, you're in a system you're going to have to deal with that grinds along at a pace, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I went back the following week. That week I spoke to my wife. I tried to prepare my little family. I have a wife and two kids, teenagers now. Charlie is 15 and Hannah is 14 tomorrow actually. So I tried to prepare them, not the kids, but the wife surely. I wanted to get absolutely firm news. So I went back the following week, turned up my appointment as normal. The chase was on the television, something that's become a running gag over the last year. Whatever hospital I go to, the chase is on, the English chase. So I went back to the hospital, a dental hospital, with my wife. My wife came with me this time. And we sat in the room, and we sat in the waiting room with the chase on. And then we were called in by Dr. Galvin again. I sat down, and I was delighted that Dr. Galvin went straight to the point. No, how are you? Are you feeling? Are you okay? La la la. It was, it's cancers. And they're going to get you to James. I still remember the feeling. I didn't want to cry. I knew it was coming. I knew what she was going to say. But that's all I heard. I went into my little box. And I heard no more. I didn't hear treatments, prospects, none. You're right now. I just said, heard my brain go, I have cancer now. My brain said, I didn't say it on my mouth. My brain said it. My wife asked so many questions, and Dr. Galvin mentioned maxillofacial in James. A team is going to become critical over these videos. And there wasn't much else. She sat and reassured me, say, very treatable, it can be very aggressive. When I heard those words, I went into a smaller box. I went into a little box and went, oh my God, it's aggressive. Inside there was a little siren going off. That fight or flight thing doesn't cut in here. You're not under attack. No one is trying to punch you. There's no adrenaline rush. Nothing's trying to burst out. At least I didn't feel it. I felt like a little man in a box. I just wanted to stay in my box. I wanted to recede like Kenny. You know Kenny? When he pulls it, I wanted to recede like Kenny. Just go, I can't see this. Actually, a better description would be when they bring the mouse me. When there's a bit of aggression, puts the sunglasses on, I don't understand his aggression, man. I just wanted to disappear into that. Dr. Galvin was brilliant. She got straight to the point. She reassured me I get an appointment, get a phone call, appointments will come thick and fast. Don't worry, we got you now, you're in our system. I'm going to put you into, and she mentioned a name. She said, Mr. O'Connell, you'll look happy now. A name now that means so much to me. Of course I know him now as John Hain, but a name that means so much to me, and I hope to have him on this podcast, video cast. I'm not sure what you call it. One of those. I had to go home. I hadn't left the building, but my brain had left the building to go home and tell the kids. My father died when I was 13 years old, in 1985. He died of pancreatic cancer. I think he may have had stomach cancer or something as well. I'm not sure on that detail. None of my family taught me that was coming. None of my family told me he was really sick. He was in hospital, but it was light made of it. So I didn't know he was coming. So I was unprepared for the day he died. I didn't know he was going to die. And I was determined to not let that happen to my kids. No way I was going to let them feel that same pressure. I wanted them to be part of my treatment and part of my recovery. So that was it. I was set. I had finished and I walked to the front door of the Dublin Dental Hospital with my wife. In silence. We didn't speak to each other. Cogs were moving. How do I protect everyone? How do I protect my wife? How do I look after my family? How debilitated will I become? How sick am I going to get? All these things rattle around in your head. All of them. At once. Not one at a time. It all comes like someone throwing a bucket of water on you. I felt. I walked outside the front door onto the street with my wife. We turned to look at each other, and I said, "This isn't going to kill me, okay?" And she said, "No, I know you're going to survive. You wanted to lose weight anyway," is what she said. That one dark, humorous comment made my day. I knew she was on my side. And I knew that we'd get through it by laughing and maybe crying. But that made my day. We left and we went to a pub, a downstairs pub, don't remember the name of that, wasn't very good. We had a couple of gins, I think. And then we got on at Lewis and went back to Houston and caught the train home. And that evening I taught my kids, raw. I had thought about it all day, how I would approach it, but I actually thought the best way is to tell them what I know now and get it out, just get it out in the open. So all four of us know now, and there's a plan. There's a team of doctors. We live in 2024, this is curable. Over the coming videos, I will explore a topic per video. The next topic is the mental state of waiting. The mental state of knowing a system is grinding along with you in it and where you exist in it. We'll explore that in the next one. And the one after that I hope to have Mr. O'Connell on maybe. I'll try and get Sheila Calvin on. I'll try and get Professor Brennan on, radiotherapy that is. We're trying to get all our teams to talk to us about various aspects to it. So I hope you hit the subscribe button. Like I said, this is unfunded. There's a link to my PayPal down below. Buy me a coffee if you want, or support me on Patreon if you want. It's, like I say, unfunded, and I speak weird because I've had a large part of my mouth removed by surgery, and there's a hole into my nasal passage. So if I put my finger across my nasal passage, my voice gets more resonance to it, and I can talk directly. That's why my voice changes sound. But I can't sit here with my finger stuck to my nose for the whole thing, so I think it's nicer to just get used to my voice. I have another surgery coming that will hopefully fix that permanently. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscribe button and join me for the next videos. I'll see you in the next time, part 2.